Welcome, children. Open your SST books. Today we will start chapter number 5, the Constitution of India. So let us start. Page number 32. According to the dictionary, a constitution is a system of beliefs and laws by which a country, a state, or an organization is governed. Let us learn about the Indian Constitution. Now, according to the dictionary, the meaning of the word constitution is a set of laws. A set of laws which has to be followed by any country or state or an organization in whatever work they do. Let us discuss more about our Indian Constitution. So, come to the next page, page number 33. The Indian Constitution. The Constitution of India is the highest law in India. It is the highest law. No other law is above the Constitution. It lays down the powers and duties of government institutions. It also provides for fundamental rights and duties of the citizens. What are the things that are mentioned there in the Indian Constitution? The powers and duties that are enjoyed by all the government institutions of India, and it also states the fundamental rights and duties of all the citizens of India. Citizens means people living in India. The Constitution was drafted by the Constituent Assembly, which consisted of 389 members. It took almost 3 years to draft the Constitution. The Constituent Assembly was a truly representative body, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar was the chairman of the drafting committee. Now, a council of ministers or a group of well-known people were made to prepare this constitution, and that group was known as the Constituent Assembly. Okay, this group, this assembly had 389 members. These are a few important things that you need to remember. Who drafted the constitution? Constituent Assembly. How many members were there? 389. Okay. How much time this committee took to prepare the constitution? 3 years. Okay, they took 3 years to prepare this constitution. And who was the head of this committee? Who was the head of this Constituent Assembly? That was Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, or we call him as Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. Okay. Let us proceed. The Indian Constitution is the longest written constitution in the world. Yes. So, which is the longest written constitution of the world? That is the Indian Constitution. The Indian Constitution came into effect on 26th January 1950. We celebrate this day every year as the Republic Day in our country. The Constitution is important in our history because when the Constitution came into effect, India became a sovereign and a democratic republic. Now, this constitution, our Indian Constitution, is the longest written constitution in the whole world. It came into effect means it was declared or it was announced to the whole country on 26th January 1950. That is why every year 26th January is celebrated as the Republic Day. Okay. After this constitution was announced or declared, our India became a sovereign and a democratic republic. We will understand the meaning of these words later in the next page. For now, underline this: we became a sovereign and a democratic republic. Okay. Now, the preamble. The Constitution of India starts with a preamble. It goes as follows. Now, the whole book of Constitution starts with the preamble. Here, we will read what the preamble states, and then in the next page we will understand and we will discuss the meanings of all these important words. Okay, so let us read the preamble first. We, the people of India, having solemnly resolved to constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status and of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assuring the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. Turn the page. In our Constituent Assembly, this 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give to ourselves this Constitution. Now let us understand the preamble. A few important terms have been taken up over here, and the meaning of those words is explained. So let us discuss that. Sovereign means that the country is not under the control of any foreign power. As you know, before we were independent, before 1947, our country was under the power of Britishers, right? So after this constitution came into being, we were no more under any foreign power. Socialist means that everyone has equal opportunities and in which the wealth of the nation is used for the welfare of the society as a whole. Socialist means that each and every citizen of a nation will get equal opportunities of what they want to do. And whatever wealth of the nation is present there, that will obviously be used for the welfare, bhalai of the society as a whole. Next, secular. India does not have a state religion. Every person of any faith is free to practice his or her religion in the country. Okay, so any state of India does not belong or does not have people belonging to only one religion. All the people of India are free to follow any religion and are free to stay in any state. It's not that in West Bengal only Bengalis live. No. Other citizens are also free to stay there. In Punjab, it's not necessary that only Punjabis live. No. No state has their own religion. Democratic Republic. India is a democratic country. It is not ruled by a monarch but an elected head of state whom the people elect. In India, the president is indirectly elected for a period of 5 years. Okay. Now, Democratic Republic means whatever ministry we have, the ministers, the prime minister, the president, and all the people who are there in the parliament are elected by the common citizens of our nation. Okay, it is not ruled by a monarch. Monarch means a single person ruling the whole country. No. There are people who have been elected by the citizens and only they sit together to form rules and regulations for our nation. Justice means that all people are treated fairly. Yes, justice means insaf, that all the people of India will get insaf. Liberty means that people have the freedom on all activities, what they think, how they express themselves, what they believe, which religion they wish to practice, and so on. However, freedom has to be practiced without harming others. Yes, liberty means freedom. Freedom of doing whatever you wish like. Freedom of speaking. Freedom of following any religion. Freedom of getting a job. Okay, you have so many freedoms in this nation, but you have to keep this in mind that your personal freedom should not harm anyone else. Equality. Each and every person living in this nation is equal in the eyes of the law. No individual or section of the society enjoys special privileges or opportunities. No person living in this nation has any special powers or any special privileges. All the people are whether he is a minister or a common citizen of our nation. For law, for the courts of a country, everyone is equal. Fraternity means that everyone lives with a feeling of friendship and trust. There is a sense of belonging with the country. Yes, here we live for our country. We live together with love and care, with trust and friendship, and we belong to our country. If we need to do anything for our country, we have to be ready always. Next, come to directive principles. Let us first see what are directive principles. The Constitution of India has laid down certain guidelines for the governing bodies on the basis of which they can frame laws and policies. These guidelines are called directive principles. Directive principles are certain guidelines which are actually used before making a law. Okay, these are important points that the ministers or the parliamentary people have to keep in mind before they discuss about a certain law or they try to form a new law. Let us see what are they. Come to the next page, page number 35. Some of the directive principles are as follows: to provide an equal right to all the citizens to work and earn their livelihood. Yes, we all have the right to get a job and earn. To provide work for all. Yes, the country or the government of a country has to try hard to provide work and earnings for all the people staying in this country. To provide free and compulsory education to all children up to 14 years of age. The government actually has some policies through which they provide free education to children up to 14 years of age. To provide equal wages for equal work. Okay, if I am a laborer, if you are a laborer, we will be getting same wages. Okay. To protect the environment, we shouldn't harm our environment. To protect and preserve the monuments, places, and things of historical importance. Yes, this is quite important that it is our responsibility or the government has to make certain laws to see to it that our historical importance, our historical monuments gets protection. Okay, thank you.